Strategy, this is first thing. Second thing, governance of the HR organization. And the third one is the stakeholders management and the change management. This should be the base point, because in fact, this will define what kind of activities, what kind of steps you need to take to leverage, to make your organization more mature.
But if we are now facing a situation, okay, let's digitalize HR in our business. So what steps should be taken? What should be taken even into consideration when considering something like that?
Yeah. I would say that there are three main steps that should be taken here. First of all, you need to make the basis rights. And to make the basis rights, you need to focus on three areas, especially. There are a little bit more of them, but I would focus on the three, the most important ones. Strategy, as we said. Where should we be? What we want to be as HR function? This is first thing. Second thing, topics of the governance of the processes. Yeah? Governance of the HR organization. So this is also very important. And the third one, very much underestimated, is the stakeholders management and the change management. So I would focus on those three areas, because I would say that if you don't facilitate and appropriately address those ones, you will have massive problems in moving to cloud, in moving to the digitalization. Why? Strategical wise, we need to know what we want to be. As I said, reactive HR or strategic HR business partner. And this will also imply certain, let's say, think through in terms of how our HR strategy will be linked to the strategy of our organization. This is first aspect.
Talking about the strategy, I do believe that on every of such step, this strategy should be adopted. Yeah, we just cannot have one ready strategy whenever we do implement something, including also this relation with the stakeholders and being in line with all of those governance elements, then this means that the strategy should be changed as well.
Yes, in fact, this is true. It should be, sometimes it's just an evolution, yeah? You don't need to always do the big revolution. You just need to appropriately think through what, as I said, where would you like to be, and start adopting, thinking, doing the analysis of the roles, of the responsibilities in your organization, and also where we would like to be in the future. Yeah. So this is, I think that first step, and strategy as such should be introduced, and adoption, as you said, is one of the important factors. Why? Peter Drucker said someday that culture eats strategy for a breakfast. Yeah, it's a little bit like this with change management and communication. If you don't do appropriate, let's say, introduction to the strategy and to the changes that you are expecting, people will not adopt it. People will refuse it. Yeah, so you really need to be very conscious about this one. And only when this is done, then you can move to the next steps of the preparations, yeah, of this digitalization process. Second thing, topics of the governance of the processes, yeah, governance of the HR organization. So this is also very important. You cannot implement appropriately global processes with global governance and the ownership. Why it's like this? We've got, let's say, three main, again, topics within, let's say, governance here, yeah. First one, the global process owners will be for us in the future also, in a way, center of excellence, and the experts that they've got overseeing, let's say, overview of the processes, harmonized processes worldwide, and they are also linked to the local HR process owners. And this will be very important, this step of the linkage, because you can definitely build the beautiful center of excellence with global process owners sitting in their own castle, surrounded by the fences. But if they do not have a link to the local colleagues that are bringing the ideas, that are also alerting about the business changes, about the legal changes, etc., you will never achieve the synergy level, and you will never get appropriate outcome of the digitalization as such. Yeah? So this is the second aspect within the governance model. Yeah? Third one, about the, let's say, global ownership, is related to the, I would say, continuous improvement process. Because if you do the appropriate connection between the global function and the local ones, yeah, then it will be automatically, let's say, you can implement between different countries, between different time zones, nice continuous improvement process that will help you to take your organization to the next maturity level. Yeah. So I would say this is very important. And the third one, very much underestimated, is the stakeholders management and the change management. Also, a topic that was former times really underestimated. Yeah, we are coming. That was the let's say the ideas in heads of many managers. We are coming with new tool. everyone needs to adopt it. Yeah, we will implement. There is a go live date, and that's it. Yeah, we are just introducing the new tool. Now you will work digital. Yeah, but what does it mean to work digital? For many people, this is absolutely change of the world. You need to take into the consideration that many people worked in the paper way or in the non-digital, let's say this way, for 15, 20 years. Yeah, we need to also somehow address them. But it's not also about the end user. It's about core stakeholders that you've got on the ground. Yeah, if you don't appropriately align with finance function, with a real estate function, with the procurements that are connected also to HR, if you don't explain them what does it mean and what will be the path of moving to digitalization, what is the outcome and what they can expect also from the, let's say, workload perspective that is needed from their side. You can also expect certain pushbacks. So that's what I said. Let's do the basis right. Let's put the appropriate strategy first, then let's think properly about topics, communication, appropriate stakeholder management, which is, I think, one of the crucial points. And this would be basically the basis that you need to put on the place. What you need to do is think how the process will work in the future and how you will manage this process. That's why I said about the governance importance, that you've got a global process owner, because at the end of the road, we would like to have in most of the entities or countries, depending on the organization, harmonized process.